Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to all PERI customers, dear guests. The focus of our attention is you. Today we are standing here together in the center of the PERI marketplace, and this year it corresponds to your construction site. Our vision: we make construction work more economical, faster and safer. And we would like to show you today how we achieve that by building a house together with you. Welcome to Bauma 2025. Our focus lies on all construction companies, be it small or medium-sized ones, or even large construction sites. Let's get started. Before the first work starts on the construction site, you need good and sophisticated planning. And this is here when we started. Our colleague Constanze, as a planning specialist and engineer, will show you the added value of digital tools for simple and efficient design. And one more tip for you, dear customer, dear guests. After the presentation, take the opportunity to get in touch with us, right here with the PERI experts at the marketplace and your construction site, and as well as in the other areas of our exhibit.
We will be happy to exchange ideas with you. If you have any questions during the presentation, please do not hesitate to contact us afterwards. And now, dear Constanze, it's time for the design.
Yeah, thank you, Alexandra and Matthias. I would like to give you a short introduction into our digital world. And I'd like to start with our customer portal, PERI. PERI helps you to organize and structure your construction project, and it has the following advantages. It saves you time, gives you transparency due to combined information. It's available 24/7 with each and every mobile device. And it also opens you the doors to our digital projects.
What would such a digital product be?
Yeah, let me show you with our application QuickSolve, which is your scaffolding and formwork planner. And we will have a look at it here. I hope you can see it. We will start with the application PERI. In here you have your construction projects, and you get knowledge about your PERI articles. And when you click on Service and Tools, you get the digital solutions. For this case, I'll choose Planning. And here opens a variety of different planners and calculators that make your work way more easy. In here we also have PERI QuickSolve, which is our formwork and scaffolding as well as facade planner. And I would just open it right now. In here I've already created a project for this Bauma house here, which has several plannings underneath. And I would like to show it with our QuickSolve wall planner. I've chose the Duo Universal system for this, but of course you could choose from a variety of different PERI systems. And I've created the layout of our foundation in here. You already see the shuttered solution here. Yellow and green would be our walls, and the surroundings will be the Duo formwork system. The calculation is based on our instructions for assembly and use, which will make your construction site safe. I could also check it out in 3D, like I see here, and I'd like to use it to have a closer look on certain situations to see where my articles are located. Yep, that's pretty cool. And to sum it all up, you could download each and every information of this planning, also including a parts list. Yeah, so you could see it's done in no time. It's very easy to handle. And with that, I would say this is our pragmatic approach for your digital planning. And with that being said, I would switch from the digital world back to our job site here on the marketplace.
Thank you very much, Constanze. This is really a quick solution. So Markus, as an expert engineer from the development department, will now show you, together with our supervisor, Gianluca, foundation forming of your job site.
Yes, thank you very much, Matthias and Alexandra. Yes, we have seen the planning of the foundation from Constanze with our Duo Universal framework system. And because of its flexibility, it offers an immense number of possibilities to create foundations, walls, columns, and also slabs.
So yeah, it's perfect here for our PERI house, and so we will see now the Duo in its action.
Markus, are there any new parts if you use Duo for the foundations?
Yes, for sure. Now we have here along 2 new components for our foundations. You see here, the first is the Duo Lench Leveler, which offers a simple leveling of 10 to 40 centimeters in the foundation lench and can be used in a height of 60, 75 and 90 centimeters. Yeah, and also we can fix it with the Duo connecting anchors and can generally also be anchored through. This enables considerable faster forming. Another component is the tension and compression spreader for foundation heights of 20 centimeters to 1 meter in 5 centimeter increments. Simply hooked into the formwork and fastened with the Duo connectors. This means quick shuttering and, of course, generally less time searching for small parts.
This sounds like you have many new products for the foundation. Are there any other new products?
Yes, we have the Duo articulated corner for the standard height from 135 centimeters. It can also be used without a lock. That means only with our Duo connecting anchor. You can also see it on the upper level on our other Duo exhibit.
Thank you very much, Constanze and Markus and Gianluca. So the foundations of our home have now been poured and are now completed. You can now see it on a large screen that the floor slab will be then concreted and poured. The walls will then build. Please come with us in the wall area section to our PERI wall system, MAXIMO. After all there, the product support engineer Marius and Sven, our supervisor, will show you the application of the MAXIMO over here. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, Alexandra. Yeah, here we are at our residential construction site with our MAXIMO system, the one-sided pioneering anchor technology.
At Bauma 2022, we have already presented a new generation of MAXIMO, Marius. This actually is available since last year. What is the difference about the new generation?
Yeah, the new generation is completely compatible to the old system. You can see we have here a mix of new and old panel. You can also assemble it side to side without any problems. I mean, here we have our 300 centimeter height element, which our colleagues will now assemble. Here we have either the solution having one anchor below and one at the top, or just using one anchor here and one anchor at the middle, and using a push-pull bar here at the top. This is a very flexible solution for our 300 centimeter height.
Is there any other advantage?
Yeah, we also have various solutions for the surface of our concrete, like doing fair face concrete. Here we have our MAXIMO structure, which also allows various applications. And also for this, we have our offset wall adapter, the yellow part, which we just can mount with our BFD, which is very often used. So also we have here at the other side some various solutions to close our holes with various plugs. Here we have various tests for fireproofness, watertightness, and other things.
Is the same anchor system used as before, Marius?
Yes, here we're going focusing on the MX18 anchor. This is the black one we see here. And with that, we can do various wall thicknesses with one anchor. And here we also have this plate, which allows us a very fast adjustment of the anchor length if we want to change the wall thickness.
Is the MX15 anchor system still available?
Yes, of course. Our customers can still use the MX15 system, and there also will be a solution to use the same sealing as for the MX18 system.
What about the safety, Marius? What else is new about MAXIMO, or what enhancements have been established?
Yeah, we have our MAXIMO, which has now this bone profile, which also allows us to connect, as our colleagues just doing, a push-pull prop on various positions, so we're not bound anymore to the holes. Also, we can mount here a PERI Up scaffolding, and also we have this bar here now, which is tested for protecting against falling. So we have here done various tests.
And what's about our trusted console system MXK?
Yeah, we see also our MXK console system here with width of 120. It's very easy, and our colleagues will now also assemble our ladders here, so it's very compatible and very safe.
Does it make also to use it in a mixed construction sites?
Yes, of course. I mean,
Precast concrete walls?
yes, of course. You can see it here. Here we have a precasted element, and on the other side we have a standard MAXIMO, and here we have our adapter, so we just combine our old system with our new adapter, and you have a very needless transition from our current system to the new adapter.
At the Bauma 2019, one topic was one-sided anchoring. Well thought out.
Yes, here we have our push-pull prop connector form lining side. You see, you can mount it to the outer form lining and so adjust this outer formwork very easy and very safe from this position. You don't have to go outside. So we want to mount as most as possible here at the safe ground and not too much at unsafe height.
And is over there a stop-bend element, Marius?
Yes, you can see here our stop-bend element available in width 20, 24 and 30 centimeter. It has a very easy economics, so you can adjust, grab it here with a crane, and also have a very flexible application with our frame holder and screw it, for example, to a board like that.
Marius, what is your conclusion about the MAXIMO system?
Yeah, the MAXIMO system, well thought out, one-sided anchor technology, convinces our customers and also me. And I hope I answered all your questions. Please come to me and I will answer it then. Thanks.
Thank you, Marius, and thank you, Sven, and thank you, Marcel. In another concreting cycle, we see now over there the new door recess from Data Formwork. This is prefabricated and delivered as a simple plug-in construction kit to your desired dimensions. Other valuable items, such as spacers, can be found built into the reinforcement here. We will be happy to introduce you these and other products over here or in the House of Construction Accessories on the first floor.
When the reinforcement is installed, a reinforcement scaffold is required. The advantages of the PERI UP construction kit are shown there by our product manager, Fabian,
Thank you,
and
Matti.
also by our by Mindaugas, our supervisor in this case.
Thank you, Matthias. What we will show you here at our PERI UP reinforcement scaffold with a stair access is our safe erection method with a guardrail in advance. As Mindaugas shows here, we have different options to adjust and to place this item. It's very safely placed from the lower side by just placing the hook into the rosette on the upper side. And at the lower side, we can connect it with our connection as we use for our braces.
And now he can go upstairs in a safe area.
At the stairs, we have placed the guardrail in advance, so he could go upstairs. But if we look into the middle, we still have an open edge. So at this place, we already need to provide a guardrail in advance. This is done in the same manner as for the stairs. So Mindaugas hooks in at the rosette at the top and connects the second side to our PERI UP vertical. Additionally, he will place a ledger at the top.
Why do we work like this?
We place the ledger at the top so that after Mindaugas is placing the vertical on top, the ledger hooks securely in. And with this procedure, you can see that at all three sides of our scaffold, we already have a guardrail placed. And after the decks are placed from below, the next level is erected, and our instructor can go upstairs and place the additional guardrails or toe boards.
So what are the advantages of the guardrail in advance?
So the main feature is the safety. So without needing additional personal protective equipment, Mindaugas and any instructor can work from the safe level and erect the next level with guardrails. Additionally, we have the flexibility, so this item can be replaced with a horizontal ledger, as we see in here now. It can as well be put out and used as only a guardrail in advance, and we could go on for the next bay or the next level.
Thank you very much, Fabian, and thank you very much, Mindaugas. We can now see on the large screen over there, the walls have been now poured and the slabs are being constructed. Follow us. Furthermore, we need the right slab formwork now, because the walls are already poured. So now we will go furthermore, and then we have arrived in the slab area section. Here Simon, our PM, product manager Far East, and Kai is showing how various the solutions in the area of slabs are. Please get started, Simon.
Thank you, Alexandra. Yeah. So welcome in the product area for the slab formwork systems. What we can see here is basically the very traditional and quite old girder slab formwork. Here our multiflex, which is basically the most traditional one we have. And what we for you today is basically a new safety system which gives us a technical protection against falling down according to DGUV regulations. And we have a collective safety here, meaning as soon as we have installed a HAMMOCK system, we can walk up there safely everywhere. What we can see here are basically the two connectors that we have. We have the connector T. T stands for the German word for girder, which is basically just, I take it and put it into the girder. That's why it's named like this. Here we can see the second one. It's the connector S. S is basically the German word for prop, because it's installed directly at the prop, and this one is also suitable for precast slabs to basically put it on top of the girder and still have the safety of the usage. If we have a look back here, we have the extension tubes. These tubes have basically multiple functions, and one of them is basically just to put in the net. which will then save us from falling down. And also we have the distance of the girders defined, because we can basically put different tubes and different lengths in each tube to basically be able to put the primaries parallel to each other very easily. On top of that, these extension tubes brace our system, meaning we don't need any frames, we don't need any bracing wood or something like that. We have the system braced, and that's basically done with that already. Moving to Kai in front of here, we will see how he installs the safety net. And we sometimes get a question, why do you use a safety net? Because there's also other options with more, less flexible or like just steel parts. And the point is, when do we use the multi-flex formwork? We always use the multi-flex when you want to have a flexible system with basically no limitations in any dimensions, in any geometries. It's basically the most flexible one to have. And the net, of course, is also very flexible. So we don't limit the flexibility we have with the multi-flex by putting in the safety system, but basically we keep this very important flexibility that makes the multi-flex so attractive as it is. On top of that, we have a big advantage because we can remove almost all of the safety system before pouring the concrete, which means we can reduce the material we need on site to a minimum to basically be more economic and need less space for storage on the job site.
Simon, thank you. But how can we deal with faults that often occur in formwork or concreted slabs? How can we work safely and flexible there?
That's a good question, Alexandra. For that, we have the SKYANKER Universal here. The SKYANKER Universal is a mobile attachment point for PPE. And basically, we have here PPE for one person, so one anchor per person, and we can walk on all the slab surfaces, meaning formwork surfaces, concreted slabs already, also when they are inclined to a certain level. This thing weighs about 650 kilograms, meaning we will have a hard time moving it by hand. Therefore, we have recesses on the downside to basically be able to move it with the forklift, so we can move in with the forks here, put it up, and then move it on the slab surface. Or if we have a crane on the job site, we have the crane laces here to use a 4-sling crane hook and basically be able to lift it up and move it to anywhere we need it on the job site. As we know, as soon as it's a security relevant article, we need to be able, or we need to basically test the equipment annually. To do that and not have to deal with a lot of paperwork, we have this RFID chip installed as standard in every single one of the anchors, and we can use just a normal smartphone, scan our RFID chip, and then we'll get all the information stored in this RFID chip, meaning we have the name, we know when was the last test of the equipment, when will be the next test, and basically we all have that without needing to deal with all the paperwork through the years. Second of all, this article here, the SKYANKER Universal, is included in our XR environment, meaning we can basically scan this little reality anchor that we have here. We have to have a look around, and then we have the... 1 second. Can basically scan this reality anchor, big word for the sticker, and then we can see basically how the SKYANKER Universal would look like standing in the room here, so we can basically get a better idea on where and how big this thing will be. And if we have a closer look to the sides of this augmented reality picture here, we can see that it's a precast slab, and starting from next year we will have the possibility to use it on a precast slab as well, basically just putting a normal plywood below it, and then we can use it also in this application.
But Simon, what if we don't want to work with girders anymore?
Well, if we don't want to work with girders anymore, we also have a solution here. Some of you will know it already. That's our GRIDFLEX system. Basically, it's the middle between the girder formwork and the slab panel formwork. and it's basically very easy to use, and it's very flexible and very light. So we have the main panel here in white, which is 2 meter by 1 meter, weighing only 20 kilogram, meaning it can be used by just one person. And Alexander will show that now. It's very easy to work with, and he will also hook it himself, because it's very easy and very lightweight. Where do we hook this in? It's basically a prop head, and if you have a look around at the mock-up, you will see there's only one type of prop head. So here we only need one type. We don't need to have like different props in like corner areas or filler areas. We always have the same prop head here. The good thing is that as soon as we swing up the panels, we have a 100% safely and walkable slab area already, and that is due to the distance between the girders, because here I cannot fall down, and according to DGUV, it's basically safe to go up there, and still we can choose which plywood we want to use. So basically, very flexible, but like a semi-step to the slab panels.
Simon, but some panels look different. What kind of panels are there in the corner?
Good that we saw it, Alexandra. We can see that we have the white ones that we know already, but we also have some silver ones here right now. The silver ones are basically the next generation of GRIDFLEX, and we decided to further develop this product because there's a strong market pull and very much good feedback from all over Europe. So we see the opportunity to basically make it even better, because we see the necessity to have this system even and as an upgraded one. But what has been upgraded? Basically, we can see that we have polymer on the sides, which is very durable, very light, and if it's damaged on the job site just for daily work, because it's very rough on the job site, right? We can just exchange it and have an easy time repairing all of those panels. And it's also very sustainable, because we can recycle this polymer. On top of that, we have an optimized design, meaning we have reinforced profiles here to have basically less deflection on the same slab thicknesses, and therefore we have basically just an optimized panel. And on top of that, we have a little contour here on the side to basically be able to pivot down the step panel without needing to lower the prop, and have an easy time lowering and shuttering. And also we have basically no danger of damaging the panel when somebody not lowers or doesn't lower the prop properly.
Now you showed us all the systems where we need to place a plywood on top. Is there any other system as well where it's integrated already?
Of course there is. Basically, coming to the last system of today in the slab area, we have our SKYMAX large panel slab formwork, and basically this is the all-in-one solution, right? If somebody just wants to have like one panel, one plywood, that's it. That's the solution to go. We have the main panel, we can see here hanging already with 2 meter by 1 meter, weighing only 32 kilograms. Seems a lot in the beginning, but it's a two-person formwork, therefore we have 16 kilograms per person. Basically very easy to work with, even lighter per person than the GRIDFLEX. Basically here we can get up easily and quickly, and also we have one prop head only. We can see the gray prop head here that is on top of the prop already. This one only weighs 1 kilogram, and we can use this one in every situation, for filler areas, for corner areas. It doesn't matter, we only need this one prop head, and it's basically very cheap, and it's very easy to have it on the side because we don't need to distinguish between different prop heads. All of that gives us the possibility to concrete up to 55 centimeters of slab. And of course, if we swing it up, they swung it up already, because it's quite easy, it's quite fast. But we have to go up at some time. And to be easy and basically and safe already when you go up, we have the guardrail holder already installed. We can swing up the guardrail holder together with the panel, and therefore have the guardrail posts already installed the first time we go up to the formwork, and then just have to put in my guardrail wood or like guardrail panels to basically be completely safe on top of that. If we go to like filler areas or difficult geometries, and we don't get along with the big panels, we also have smaller panel sizes for filler areas, and for columns, for example, we have our column frame to be able to close as much slab area as possible in the system. After shuttering and pouring the concrete, at some point we will have to strike the formwork, and to know exactly when I can strike, we have the TEMO system here, which is basically giving us information about the matureness of the concrete, so I know exactly when it's safe to shutter and strike, and basically be able to save some time here. That's it from this lab area. That's basically all the news that we had, and with that I would give the word back to you, Alexandra.
Thank you, Simon. Thank you, Gianluca. Thank you, Alexander, and thank you, Kai. Now the slabs are poured on a big screen. You can see that already. And before the ceiling is concreted, formwork systems and platforms provide reliable technical solutions and safe workplaces over there in the north of our marketplace. The shell is then completed. You, dear viewers, need a facade scaffolding for the work on the facade. Let's go over to the product manager, Sylvia, and to Mindaugas and to Michael. And so we will hear news in the scaffolding PERI UP kit. Thank you.
Welcome to the world of modern facade scaffolding. So can you imagine a system which meets all requirements for safety and allows efficient and fast performances at the same time? So join us and we will demonstrate it. Here you can see the original standard for modular facade scaffolding, which is the easy standard variant as part of the PERI UP Scaffolding Kit.
Let me jump in right there. What is the PERI UP Scaffolding Kit, Sylvia?
At PERI, we want to give our customers the possibility to have as much as applications as it's possible with very, very less amount of components. And that's how we created the PERI UP Scaffolding Kit. The central element here is the scaffolding node. Together with the implemented metric grid, it allows multiple combinations. But it's not the only components that makes PERI UP great. It is also a variety of useful software that makes the system a success. We have, for example, the PERI UP Force Control software, which helps us and our customers to create statistical calculations in a very easy way. We have QuickSolve as a design software, which is also very easy in handling. And we have a new software, which is PERICAP. It's a new software for product management for scaffolding companies. Maybe we can start now to demonstrate the PERI UP scaffolding facade. Good. So one or two guardrails are attached to the vertical standard that has already been placed. Oh. Thank you. These guardrails are then hooked into the next standard. Only the PERI UP Scaffolding Kit offers the complete modular facade scaffolding system. The advantages are clearly, it's lightweight of individual items, it's flexible in terms of load widths, system widths, load classes, construction heights, and of course on logistics.
Sylvia, that means it looks like a guardrail in advance, isn't it?
Yes, it is a guardrail in advance. Because after attaching the standard, you can already see that the guardrails from the side protection on the next level. My colleague has already joined the guardrail on the side here with the easy standard and inserted now a ledger. If you have paid attention to the gravity lock, you can see that At the moment, as it is assembled, it's already locked. When assembling the decks here, Michael can show you that there is anti-lifting protection already included in the decks. Okay.
Sylvia, you just mentioned the advantage of the easy modular scaffolding kit. Can you briefly explain us?
Well, it's light components, it's very easy to handle, and it has a big advantage in logistics. As you can see here, we have here the Vario box, for example, which is a new product for logistics. In this Vario box, we have the material for 90 square meter of facade scaffolding included. And it's very easy to handle. It's, you can see that the components go very, very close together. There's not much space needed. And in the end, thank you, Michael, for your great support. With PERI UP, nearly everything is possible. The complete application of PERI UP Easy allows you to offer appropriate solutions. Over there, for example, you can see it with 100 centimeter width and 133 centimeter width. So, in the end, thank you for your interest and PERI UP.
Thank you, Sylvia, Michael and Mindaugas. The facade is now finished and the roof also. And your house also has a garage. So let's go back in the construction process to the point where the joist is being built. And the shell is just being completed. There we'll look at innovative topics relating to joints and shoring. Let's give the floor to Lukas as head of product management scaffolding.
Thank you, Matthias. Yeah, and welcome in our shoring area now. And yeah, you probably ask yourself now, what is this small part that I have here in my hands? Yeah, it is our innovative quick lowering adapter. This small part helps you to save up to 90% of hammer blows during striking. And how this works, I will show you now. It's a very compact adapter, rotatable, 360 degrees. Will be installed onto our scaffold tube on our vertical. We bring it in a safe position. It's ready. We take our head spindle additionally. And now we would be ready for pouring. Now we jump to striking. We open the safety mechanism easily, and now with simply hitting this area here with one hammer blow, we ensure that the spindle goes down by 1 centimeter, and this is possible under loads up to 50 kilonewton. So this small adapter helps you to make the striking easier, faster, and also safer, of course. A very small part, but with a big impact. And yeah, that's the part. We are here for your questions. Happy to answer them. But first of all, I'll give the word back to Matthias and Alexandra. Thank you.
Thank you, Lukas. The shell of our residential building has now been completed. Let's take another look back together again. There's an individual solution for any construction project, and we are at your side as a strong partner with our knowledge and our systems and our expertise. Today on the marketplace you have expired how easy and quick your shell construction can be built with PERI solutions. In addition, you also saw how digital solutions can be easily integrated into everyday construction life, and how they make your construction processes more efficient and smarter. With our digital tools, you can be fast and accurately design, strip formwork sooner, track formwork and scaffolding in real time.
And that was just the beginning. More highlights await you in our exhibition areas, where our experts will be happy to talk to you. personally and show you the added value we provide for you. Everyday construction site work. Take the chance and benefit from the impulses and innovations of our holistic concept. Plan, build, manage. Dear customers, it was a pleasure to us to welcome you at our marketplace. Thank you for your attention and your interest in our solutions. And now we have reached our goal. Our house has been successfully completed. Feel free to visit us right here at the marketplace or start your tour through the other areas of our booth. Looking forward to talking to you and see you next time. Your PERI Marketplace team.
Thank you.